Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Mitch from Beauty Audio, where we like to dyno amps down under. On today's channel, I have the pinnacle of full bridge amplifiers. All of the amps that you see on Temu, AliExpress, even some generic brands, for example, the Sundown SFB, all came from this. They are all essentially a Chinese clone of the original board circuit of this amplifier. So I thought I'd bring it here today to show you what the original makes in power. Now this is the soundigital SD3000.1D Evo. They originally did come out in the very first model, which had a very heavy heatsink, as you can see. Then they brought out this model, which was the sort of first version of where they actually started to become decent. Then from there, they changed the casings to black. And then I think as of now, they have about 5 different versions of this, if not maybe 6. These amplifiers came in a 2 ohm, a 1 ohm, and a 0.5 ohm model. And you will notice here, even though mine's cosmetically damaged, it says 2 ohms. So this is the 2 ohm model. They do have 2 power ratings as far as voltage goes. You've got a 12 volt rating, which is 1600 RMS at 2 ohms and 3000 RMS at 1 ohm. They don't supply a 4 ohm rating. They also have a 14.4 voltage rating, which is 1800 at 2 ohms and 3400 at 1 ohm. Now, just so I don't confuse anyone when we do the tests, being that this is a 2 ohm model, its standard 1 ohm stable is technically 2 ohm. But throughout the test, I'm just going to nominate the normal values, not the stepped up version, being it is a 2 ohm model. So when I'm testing 1 ohm, it will really be at that 2 ohm. But for anyone that normally sees these, they probably have the 1 ohm version. The 2 ohms are not very popular. So that's why I'm doing that, to make sure that it's level playing fields. On this side of the amplifier, there's not much going on other than your 3 terminals. 10 gauge for your remote and 4 gauge for your inputs. Now I would suggest not running this at 4 gauge. I would look at trying to get one of these. These are a reducer, and you can see that that fits in quite nicely, which converts it from 4 gauge to 0 gauge. On the top, you have your 3 LEDs, protect, clip, and power. On this side of the amplifier, you have your RCAs. Now these are normal style RCAs. I had to upgrade mine because I did have an issue with them, so I've changed them out to panel mount, which mind you is a very, very easy change if you decide to do that down the track. A couple of bucks, a little bit of solder, pretty simple. Then you have your high pass filter, your low pass filter, your gain, your bass boost, and your bass boost frequency. You also have your 8 gauge inputs for your subwoofer. So now we've given you a quick overview of this amplifier. Let's strap it up to the dyno and see if it can really make that 3000 RMS. Now we're up to the fun part. We're going to crack this back case off and we're going to show you the insides. And as I said, you will probably notice this inside will match a lot of these other generic brand 3000 RMS amplifiers on the market today. Here we go. And there we go, guys. That's the guts of it. It's definitely seen some better years. It's quite dirty inside. And you'll notice that there's a lot of silicon on the boards. They do that to make sure that there's no vibration issues, so everything has got silicon on it. And the other thing is with Sound Digital, if you actually lift off the clamps for the FETs, all the FETs are actually shaved and have generic code, generic numbers stamped into it, like C3 or H6, because at that time they didn't want people stealing their design. But yeah, there's not much on here. A couple of transformers, a couple of caps. There's even a fan. So yeah, you can see obviously my little job that I did to make the RCAs panel mount rather than the old crappy style, because they were sort of breaking away. But yeah, we'll give you a little bit of a closer look. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It definitely made a decent amount of power at that 1 ohm. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed. And it didn't blow up. It didn't catch fire. It went into protection and it came out of protection, which is the best thing possible. And if you do like what we do on this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. And as always, guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Mitch from BD Audio, where we like to dyno amps down under. I'm tuning out. See ya!